Oh, yeah, so let's try part two of I just realized I have autism. It's extra ironic because I have a degree in special education and I studied autism for a couple of years, and a lot of my friends' children have autism, probably a number of my friends. And I have known that I've been on the spectrum for a while since I studied it. It's been undeniable. Asperger's or the spectrum traits run in my family, but I thought for sure that it was either so mild that it wasn't an issue for me, wasn't I did not think that I had a disability. I thought that I only had extra abilities, because definitely I do have some pretty fantastic extra abilities from having autism. But what I realized in this series of events from years, really, but in the last couple years, especially, and then in the last 3 days, more dramatically, is that I do have an issue with eye contact, a pretty big one. Um, and that even though I am not nonverbal, I am extroverbal. I sometimes have a really hard time stopping talking. I sometimes use talking as a stim, especially to now that we have cameras. I don't always know how to appropriately converse back and forth, and that has only come to my real increasing awareness in the last few years. At age 51, y'all, I'm kind of blown away that I have been so oblivious to what has been so literally right in my face, coming out my face. Like, oh my goodness, so many things make sense when I look at myself through the lens of I am on the autism spectrum. And the thing is, these meltdowns, which have been debilitating and have escalated all sorts of autoimmune symptoms that I have lived with and been debilitated with off and on my whole life, um, have escalated some ADHD type of symptoms and some social defiance symptoms that I had when I was younger, that I was locked up for when I was younger. All of this has come crashing together to realize. So, hand movements, flapping, I don't do that, but I've learned. Well, for one, I used to crack my knuckles, and then I learned to clasp my hands, and I still clasp my hands a lot. And I also do a lot of this, enough such that people actually make fun of me about it a fair amount, even especially people closest to me. Let me know if any of this is ringing any bells for any of you. Follow if you want to hear more. I got a lot more coming at me about all this.